Hello students, today we'll be learning lesson 6 from the science textbook for standard 6, substances in daily use. So come along then, let's read and understand the lesson. This video was made just for you. Do remember to like, share and subscribe. Substances in daily use. Can you recall which three objects do you see in the picture? So here we have a chair, we have a table, and we have a cupboard. All these three furnitures are very common in our homes. How did you identify them? We were able to identify because we have learnt about it. We have them in our homes as well as we use them every day. What materials are they made of? So if you look at the chair, it is made of wood. The table is made of plastic, whereas the cupboard is made of iron. Can any one of these materials be used to make all the other three objects? Now let's look at it. The chair is made of wood, isn't it? So we can make a table with wood. We can make a cupboard with wood. Now the table is made of plastic. We can even have a chair with plastic. We can have a cupboard of plastic. Metal. We have seen metal chairs, metal tables, isn't it? So, these materials can be used to make a number of these items. Substances and objects. All substances are made up of very small particles. So, everything, all the things that we see around us are made of very minute, very tiny particles. And objects are made up of substances, just like we saw the chair, table, and the cupboard made of wood or plastic or metal. So, also, objects are made up of substances, and objects have a specific shape. So, we saw that the chair was made in a particular shape, the table was made in a particular shape, the cupboard was made in a particular shape. So, objects have a specific shape. Their parts have a specific arrangement. So we have seen that the chair is made into all the parts of the chair are put in a particular manner so that we can sit. The parts of the table are arranged in a particular manner so that we can keep things on it. And so also the parts of the cupboard are made and attached in a particular manner so that we can use to store things in it. So, by which we identify them. So, by what purpose they serve, we can identify and we have given them names accordingly. We use wood, plastic, or steel to make a table, chair, or cupboard. These substances have the strength required to make these articles. So they have certain strength in them. So that we can make these articles. All these substances can be given a desired shape. So, whichever shape we want, we can use it. For example, we have used wood to make the chair. We can even use wood to make the table. We can use wood to make the cupboard, and so on. It means that we consider the properties of substances to use them for making things. So we will use the properties of the things, or what are the features or what are the characteristics. So those are called the properties of the things, of the substances, to use it to make the things. Okay. The same substances or materials can be used to make many objects. So, like we had seen that wood can be used to make not only the chair, we can use it for so many other purposes. So also is plastic. Plastic has multiple uses, and metal also has a number of uses. So we can use the same substance or material to make many objects. Now let us study some such examples. Now the first one is cotton. With the ball of cotton, cotton can be made into cloth, it can be made into fiber or thread, We can make saris out of it, handkerchief out of it, quilts. Quilts means godaris that we say. Mattresses are the thick godaris that we put on the bed. Pillows, etc. Then iron. Iron can be used as construction of steel bars. Bars means big pipes, or the bars of steel. Then we have griddles. Griddles is our tawa. Parts of automobiles, that is parts of our vehicles. Electric poles, tables, cupboards, etc. So, iron is a versatile material. We can make hundreds of things from it. Then we have aluminium. So, from aluminium, we can make kitchen utensils. That is our things that we use, all the vessels that we use in the kitchen. Electric cables, cable wires are used to are made from aluminium, etc. So even aluminium has a number of uses. By studying the properties of substances, we can select substances suitable for our purposes. Like we can study the properties of aluminium. So once we know what are the features of aluminium, how we can make use of those things, those properties of that material, and think about what we could make use of for with this particular substance. The substance in everyday use are of two main kinds: natural and man made substances. So, the substances that we use in our daily life are of two types. One is naturally available, that we can easily get it, that is wood. Wood we can get it from nature. But what about plastic? Plastic has to be, made. It is a man made material. So it has to be, from the material that we get from nature, we have to convert it into the plastic, plastic things, and then we can make some other objects out of it. Try this. Make a list of various objects in your house and note down the substances they are made of. So you can look out for many things. You may be having thousands of things around your house: furniture, artwork, books, paper, so many things. So make a list of these objects first, and then another in the next column beside it, write down what are these things made up of, and then you can classify them. Classify the following substances according to their use. So, substances like sand, soap, wool, window glass, bamboo, cotton, bricks, silk, leafy vegetables, cement, fruits, water, sugar. So, you can classify the following substances according to their use, for what use we are making them. Use your brain power. Make a list of objects, each of which can be made from several substances. So, again, here is another activity for you to do. So, make a list of objects and see each of which can be made from several substances. So, many substances joined together to make one particular object. Can you tell students what is the difference between these two groups of natural substances? That is leather, jute, wool, and cotton. And the second group is water, soil, metals. Think about it. Did you get it? Now, leather, jute, wool, cotton are we get it from living things, animals, and plants. Whereas water, soil, metals are all non living things. So let's learn more about it. Natural substances. Substances available in nature are called natural substances. Of these, the substances of the first group are obtained from living things. That is, we just saw that leather, jute, wool, and cotton. We get it from living things. That is, leather and wool, we get it from animals, whereas jute and cotton, we get it from plants. Substances obtained from living things are called biotic substances. So, anything that we get from living things will be called biotic, whereas air, soil, water are substances that are not obtained from living things, and they are called abiotic substances. So we have biotic substances which we get it from living things, and we have abiotic substances which we get it from non-living things, and all are natural products. The second question is, how are leather and wool different from jute and cotton? We saw that they are all biotic components, biotic substances. But how are leather and wool different from jute and cotton? Leather and wool are obtained from animals. They are of animal origin. That is, we get it from animals. Leather, we get it from the skin of the animals. And wool, we get it from its fur. That is, from the hair of the animals. Whereas jute and cotton are substances of plant origin. So, cotton is, this is what we can see, this is cotton. So, we get cotton from plants, as well as jute is also a plant. So, I think this is jute. So, jute is also a plant. Now, let's reflect on this third question. Do we find plastic, nylon, brass, or cement in nature? No, we do not get directly from nature, but we have to process them in such a way that we can change it into these products. Now, man made substances. So, there are certain substances which we do not get it from nature, but man has to make certain things, changes to certain substances and create a new thing. So, those are called man made substances. It is human nature to strive for new things. Strive means to work hard, to try its best, to get new things, newer things, and to try to make life more comfortable. So that our life is more comfortable, we make new things, we find out about new things, and we always man is always trying to explore, trying to find out, trying to produce new things. As a result of these efforts, man not only learned to use natural substances but also began to process them to make new substances. So, as man progressed, so he not only used the natural substances, but he could see that if he mixed, matched, changed certain things from nature, he could make new things out of it. So, that is how new things were produced in nature. It took thousands of years, but yes, man is changing, and we are still under the process of finding out new things to make our life comfortable and easy. Several such substances are easier to use and can be made available in plenty at a low cost. So many of these things we can easily make them, and we can produce them many more. Like we have so many factories and industries making mass producing so many things at a time. Therefore, these substances came to be used as large scale. So we can make them in large scale, and we can just make it in the factory or industries. There are a great many such man-made substances in use today. So we know so many items, man-made items. Even if you look at some of these pictures over here, there is this pillow cover. This is this plastic chair. There is this pot over here. It must be used for some fire. Book, pencil, cable wires, shoes, pen. There is this cup to drink tea. So many things. New substances produced by processing natural available substances are called man made substances. So, when we make something new out of all the things available in nature, for example, take this example of a book. So, book is made of so many things. So, we use the pulp of that is called the bagas, that is the pulp of sugarcane is used, or certain wood will be used, and other chemicals are used in the procedure, and then the book is made. Earlier, irlis or capes, that is headgear made of grass or sackcloth, were used for protection from rain. So they used to make certain things made of sackcloth or from grass to cover themselves, so that they are protected from rain. Then cloth umbrellas came into use. Nowadays, The raincoats, school bags, and the school covers you use can all be made from plastic, isn't it? We have raincoats made of plastic, school bags made of plastic, and even covers for our books are made of plastic to protect our books. Delicate articles, that is, articles that can be easily broken. Delicate articles, perishable fruits, etc., require packing. All these things have to be packed properly, isn't it? Perishable means something which can get spoiled very easily. So, fruits, perishable fruits and vegetables. To pack TV sets, refrigerators, etc., big cartons and thermocols are being used. All these are man made substances, isn't it? All these things we do not get from nature. Our raincoat, school bag, book covers, or packing material. So we have to make them. And these substances are waterproof or water resistance. It means that we can protect the things when we use these material from rain or water. They are lightweight and easy to transport. That is, we can take them anywhere we want. That is why they are being used increasingly. So, because of all these benefits, that is, they are waterproof, they are lightweight, and we can easily carry them. So, all these are the benefits. So, we are using them more and more. Now use your brain power and complete the table below, showing how substances of daily use are classified. Classified means made into groups. So think about it. So we have substances in daily use and try to complete this table. To check your answers, you can visit our website at www.jkacademypro.com. You'll get the link in the description box below. Let's continue with the lesson. Classify. Classify the various substances available in the house as natural and man made substances. So, make it into two groups. All the things that you find in your house. So, make a list of it and see whether we can get it naturally or it is man made. So, like that, make two columns and make a list of these items that you can find around your house. Examples of man made substances. So, here is a column and let's look at it. We have area of use, natural substances, and man made substances. So, in the construction industry, when we are constructing buildings or houses, so what all things we require? Natural substances are bamboo, stone, soil, wood, cotton fronds. Now, what are fronds? Fronds are those leaves, those big palm leaves, cotton leaves that we get. Those are called fronds. And lime. This is limestone. And man made substances are brick, cement, concrete, galvanized sheets, clay tiles, plastic, asbestos sheets. So, all these are material that is used for construction of houses, construction of buildings, and they are all man made. Now, let's look at some of the writing material that we use in our daily lives. So, natural things we use, materials that we use to make writing material is tree bark, that is the outer layer of the tree trunk. Okay, so that is called a tree bark. Leaves, then bhurja patra, that is again it is the bark of a tree from where you get. Okay, then pens made from reeds. Reeds are grass. Okay, then dhul patya, stone slates, stone walls in caves, soil, and colors made from plants. So, all these things are naturally available things that we can use for our writing material. Now, there are man made things that we use daily. Those are pens, pencils made from plastic and metal, paper, notebook, etc. Okay, so all these things are man made. We have to make them, we have to get it, okay, made. Now, let's look at threads or fiber or yarn. Now, natural is cotton, silk, wool, And the man-made is nylon. Nylon is type of cloth which is man-made, as well as rayon. So nylon and rayon are man-made materials. Okay, so these were some of the man-made and natural substances. Now let's read this. Glass can be made from sand and calcium carbonate. So to make glass that we use for various purposes, okay, our mirror glass or other glasses that we use is made from what? It is made from sand and calcium carbonate combined together in the factories. Okay, however, sand and calcium carbonate cannot be obtained again from glass, isn't it? Can we break the glass and separate the sand and calcium carbonate again? No, that's not possible. You must have observed green chilies or tomatoes turning red. Tomatoes are also green at first. Then they change. When they become ripe, they become red. Same is with green chilies. Green chilies are green in color and then they become red in color. So after some time, they change the color. Have you ever seen or heard of red tomatoes becoming green again? Do the colors change again? No, red tomatoes will not change to green, or the red chilies will not go back to green chilies, isn't it? While making man made substances, the properties of the constituents undergo the change. So, whatever constituent, whatever things we are using to make other substances, so those properties undergo a change. They become new substances now, and some of them we cannot bring them back again. So, these changes occur due to certain chemical reactions, and these changes in the properties are permanent. So that is, we cannot get them back again. So they are permanently changed. They are changed forever. That is, the original constituent substances cannot be obtained again from the new substances. So, whatever new substance that you have made from various materials, you can't break down or heat them or do something to them to get back the original substances which you used. They are gone forever. A new thing is made. Such changes are called irreversible changes. So, changes that you do to certain substances and you make a new substance, and that new substance cannot be made back into the old substance. So, this change is called irreversible. That is, you cannot reverse it, you can't put it back again. Okay, once change is change forever, permanent change. So, that is called irreversible change. Do solve the exercise that is given to you at the end of the lesson. And to check your answers, you can visit our website at www.jkacademypro.com. You'll get the link in the description box below. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.